Okay, podcast is going right now. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my podcast. It's my podcast. Within the flesh. Hey, you're not allowed to talk. You're not allowed to talk until I say so. Anyways, welcome to Within the Flesh, episode 2, baby. We got some creeps. We got some sleeps. We got Benkilla, aka the man who once ran over a kid and did not stop. We have uh, Sam, who has once killed a cat by strangling it with his bare hands. We have Melissa, also known as a girl. There we go. And then we have Retro, and he's back to talk about his alcoholism again.
It's a real problem.
Oh
Okay.
god, not again.
You guys can introduce yourselves as well if you want. I don't care.
We actually,
That's Retrovin. Congratulations.
that's all you need to know. I'm Retrovin.
What about you, Melissa? You want to introduce yourself, huh?
Right,
You want to disprove that you are a girl?
No, I am a girl.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, but you need to stop blowing into your microphone.
Listen, she wants to blow into the microphone. She can do that. Women's right.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna have to turn you up, Melissa. 1 second.
Are
Sure.
you actually recording already?
Nah, I just did all that for the fun of it. Of course I'm.
I don't know.
recording. Of course I am.
For fuck's sake.
I
Totally just a test.
I introduce people with a false fact about them, and then they say, "Oh no, I'm actually this person." So that's what we're doing. Now, Ben, do you want to?
I think I only have one thing to describe myself.
Okay, go ahead.
Numbers.
Oh shit, she loves words.
I'll have that turned off so I can't hear anything.
Oh god.
Okay, Ben, would you like to disprove that you never did hit a child and then didn't turn back?
I mean, I hit Sam when he was a child, so technically, it is a child.
We're gonna
That
have
wasn't fake news.
we're gonna have like a Maury moment. We're gonna have
Rick and Morty, Rock and Stone.
no, not that. We're gonna have like Jerry Springer moment where it's gonna be like, and the results show that Ben did hit Sam as a kid, and then the crowd's gonna go, Justy. Then you guys can start screaming at each other. Let's for this whole podcast, let's have Justy, Melissa, and Retrovin gaslight Ben and Sam the whole time until they fight each other and have a
No,
family
we're not
quarrel.
fighting. We don't do that.
Ben, how would
It's
you
not-
describe yourself?
Yeah.
How would I describe myself?
Yeah,
I have brain rot.
that's not good. I thought only fish got that.
No, I actually fucking. I have brain rot.
I think I have to turn you up as well, Ben. Isn't it
You want
crazier?
me to like talk closer to my microphone? Is that better?
Isn't it crazier? Almost at 150%, and you still sound quiet most of the time. Ain't that crazy?
That's what everyone bitches about that. My microphone.
Maybe you should change it finally.
I paid $350 fucking dollars for this goddamn microphone.
Just rip the sound card out of your computer.
Oh no.
It's supposed to make me louder. It's not. I have a whole audio deck to make me louder because everyone's like, "No, you're too quiet. You're too quiet." The fuck?
I was we
That
were
was my.
we were all talking about video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, Time Splitters is like one of the best video game.
I hate video games.
I think the best era is edgy 2000s games.
I think you're wrong. You're wrong.
What's your favorite era, Justy? Well, we'll debate about it.
See, that's the thing. That's where you get it all wrong. Is that it's committing yourself to an era or to a genre or anything like that, to a console, to a system. Doesn't matter. You're limiting
think-
yourselves when you do something like that because
Gmod was the best game ever invented by Gary Newman.
there you go. See, that's fine. I'm just saying, if you limit yourself only to one type of console, if you're like a console fanboy and you're like, I'm a PlayStation bro, then you'll always, when someone's all like, "Yeah, I played this on PC," you're gonna be like, "I feel my, because I'm coming on."
Well, I could say when I say PS2 era, I mean generally like that time period,
Okay, see, that's
What
not
what
just
just
PS2.
I like
what
that.
Jesse described is gonna be ripped apart over the next couple of years.
Yeah, ripped apart. Gonna be people, you know. It's just I never understand why people want to limit themselves to like a certain genre of game or a certain. I don't know. There's a lot of good things in a lot of games, isn't there? There's Time Story is pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of it, of course, and neither am I with the Jack series after one, but they're pretty nice. But I wouldn't limit myself to them. I wouldn't be like,
For me, what I like about those games is like you know how like the PS3 era was just full on like grim colors and everything,
yeah,
and
Yeah.
then
I
you
don't know.
got
I think that was
PS1
the P. I think that was the PS3 just being fucking dark as hell.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
like Insomniac went to make fucking Resistance, Sucker Punch with Infamous, Naughty Dog with Uncharted, and The Last of Us. All of them are like just muted colors.
yeah, you got that, and then you got like like Justy was talking about earlier, the goofy PS1 style.
I fucking
PS2 is like that experimental point, where it's like goofy platformers, but they're trying to make them super dark and
Kind of in the middle.
yeah.
that's why I would say I was just gonna say, listen, I know I say I hate it, and all that towards a lot of things, but I absolutely, within my darkest point in my heart, I hate PlayStation 3 era. Like, listen, I'll still play it. I'm not gonna be one of those that's like, yeah, I would never play something from PS3 era. But oh my fucking god, turn off the bloom and raise the brightness. I can't see anything. Jesus Christ.
I mean,
It's funny.
yeah,
There's oh, go
yeah,
ahead.
the PS3 is mostly edgy, but there are the outliers, like say the Future series.
Well, even then, like I think some of the Ratchet games literally have a setting where it's like bloom kaboom. It just turns the whole game into bloom.
I kind of feel like we went to like the extreme of both sides. We made lights where they're way too bright with bloom, and then we made it where instead of having a casual darkness where it's like, oh, this is actually spooky, they made it fucking pitch black where you can't see anything. It's like, man, everyone who talks about PS3 era, Xbox 360 era, they're all like, "Ah, this is fantastic. This is great." And I will admit, there's a lot of games that did make it through that made it beautiful, right? But there's also a shit ton of games where people are like, "Oh, this is great," and it's like, "Oh, you want to know why it's great to you? Probably because you couldn't see anything the whole fucking time." Hello?
I thought Pitch Black was only a horror game.
No, I can't stand that when they do that in horror games either. It's like, how do we make this be creepy, unsettling, maybe a little scary? Just make everything dark. It's like, great. I can't see anything, so
Literally dark.
yeah, like what am I supposed to do with this? Like there's nothing. It's not a real fear-inducing tactic, you know what I mean?
Honestly, a good game was Metal Arms.
Yeah, Metal Arms. I love that game.
What's that one about?
You played it for like 3 or 4 streams, I think.
Sam, you know Metal Arms, right?
How would
Which
I
in the
not know
system?
that, Ben?
Yeah, that's one of the games we played pretty much a lot as a kid. That was one of the greatest PS2 games.
Third-person shooter.
I remember I got to like I think the second level of that game. And my grandpa had to like take the game away because they thought it was. I think it was like when I was really little, and they thought it was too violent. Like, oh, we're just gonna sneak it away without him noticing.
Wow.
I feel like I don't know. It's
We were playing Metal Gear Solid 2, actually. Not Metal Gear Solid 2. The Twin Snakes last night on the GameCube. And one of my discs has I was gonna say brain rot. Disc rot.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised it actually worked pretty fine. Like we got through the first level, game was like perfectly fine, and then it was like insert disc 1. I'm like, oh, disc 1. We have disc 1, but like the game worked fine until like I guess the end of the first level.
Do you feel like,
Hmm.
I know most of you people in this call are people that are like, yeah, I'm gonna get all kinds of physical copies of this game and or this system. Can I ask about that? What's the whole deal with that? Is it like you guys have a cherishing moment with that system or game, so you feel like having a physical copy of it or physical something to attach that feeling to? Is that the whole deal with it, you know?
I have
Yeah,
copies
I
of
think
Time Splitters.
I think for me, like the main reason I like to get them is because of the colorful manuals. I love game manuals.
Me too.
But I don't know. I guess I'm kind of the odd one out, but it's like in an age where you can download basically any game and you can also just go find the manual or something else like that. It's like, why even bother having the physical copy of anything anymore? Like, I don't know. I can understand if maybe you live in an area
Alright,
where
so
they. Go ahead.
my question is like, as a kid, like you, I guess you weren't in a position to like have a multitude of games, like collect games, not for the sake of collecting them, but just to have a library of physical copies. Is that correct?
Yeah, I guess that's it. It's like,
Yeah, because for me, like I never was like actively collecting games, but Sam, you can back
Yeah.
me up on this. Like as a kid, we went to Toys R Us
Right.
every Saturday. We got a new game. I was, I'm grateful for that. Like that's something that it's not I'm happy that I was in that position to have that, but we were able to, go every weekend, get a different game. It could be a shitty game. It probably was a shitty game. And we kind of built up our collection of PS2, GameCube, well, not PS, yeah, PS1, Game Boy, GameCube games. And we have a whole now shelf of those games. And it was more of just like, now that I look at it, it's like, it's something to look back on as a collection, a proud collection. Like, that's what we had. And that physical copy, that status of the physical copy is just like it kind of like it's something that's like it's yours. It when you get something online or download a digital copy, it's not the same as, having that copy in your hand and being like, yeah, there's a
So
memory
the thing
behind it.
too is like with digital copies, like people can just remove those anytime. With physical copies, like you know for a fact that you'll have them no matter what, as long as
Yeah.
they don't get scratched.
as long as they don't get scratched, as long as the hardware doesn't stop working, as long as, you know, quite a few things, as long as the controller is still working properly. I don't know. I don't understand it. Maybe
Well, to be fair, like I already own the system, so that probably made it a lot easier for me
right. That
to
makes
just
sense.
get games.
I guess it kind of, I don't know. I can understand if it's like a system that you got as a kid and you still have around kind of thing going on, but if it's like your PS2 is dead or like, you know, something like that. I don't understand the I guess also if you don't have like a computer to actually download and emulate games like that, properly, then it also makes sense why you wouldn't just do that as well. Like I know not everyone has a great computer and stuff. So,
Not everybody has a computer anymore.
yeah, that makes sense, but
I mean, my GameCube died, like completely died on me. But
That's rough.
I luckily have Sam's Wii, so um I can still play the games.
Mm.
it's fair enough. I don't know. I guess I never understood the point of savoring a physical collection. My attachment to a game or memories around that game is more of like I feel that with the game itself. It doesn't matter which kind of um form it's in, I suppose. It's like it could be on a shitty laptop, it could be on a console, it could be on, any other sort of way of playing it, but it's the way I feel about the game and those memories with it rather than the actual physical, item itself. Like,
Maybe you
So
just
it's the
haven't.
software, you would say, rather than the hardware.
yeah, it's
I'd say maybe you haven't experienced that feeling, like you know,
maybe
sitting at
not.
home back in 2000 and I don't know, Sam, 2000 and what? When did we
Seven.
play WWE?
7, 6, 8.
Yeah,
and
putting it in the console, just sitting back in the chair. I'm sitting in the I'm sitting in the chair. You're sitting in the bed. And soundtrack of the song comes on. We have both PS2 controllers in our hand. We're playing wrestling, WWE 2007. You know, it's more of the feeling of you know nostalgia, probably.
But
Right.
can you do
Oh,
that
very
now
much
though?
so.
Not really.
We can, but it won't hit the same. It won't hit. It won't feel the same as it did back in
Let me
years.
let me
12
also ask you this as well. Say you did do that, like, or say you do have the possibility of doing that, would you even want to? Or do you think
Play
or do you think you're too busy with your own things that you're both doing right now?
No, because we have.
You guys have?
Yeah. Yeah, Sam, the other week we popped in WWE 2000, what was it?
7.
Yeah, and we played it.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering if it
Because
was
we
like,
have the physical copy, that's the thing. We have the physical copy and we have the means to play it. We still have this I still have my same CRT that I had, when I was a fucking kid. So
Oh,
we can still play it, and that's why we do. I mean, obviously there's some people that can't, but we're kind of lucky that we're still in that position where if we want to go relive our childhood, we can. It might not be the same experience, but it'll still be at least nostalgic at that.
Yeah.
I suppose I could understand that a little bit. It that's probably another thing I don't really understand. It's and it's probably I can probably point out a similar thing that's the opposite of it for me, which is that a lot of games nowadays they're like, oh, here's a CRT filter, and I'm like, why the fuck would you ever want that on? Because it's like, great, it's a shitty TV filter, great, fantastic. You're saying I can just turn this off, but you know, in a similar scenario, it's kind of like when I'm like, why would anyone want to play a remake of a game when you got the classics? You got all these polygons rather than all of these thousands upon thousands of, vertices and shit like that. But
That's why I'm very iffy on like remakes, because like I feel like you kind of lose the style of that era.
yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like,
even though it's a shittier style, like graphic wise, it's kind of a style.
yeah,
Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy.
yeah, and that's the thing. I just never understood that with like CRT filters or scanline filters on video games. It's like, I don't know. I guess that's for nostalgic purposes and stuff like that, but it's kind of like vinyl. Why would you ever want to fucking use vinyl? It's not a good format, like, at all. Why
I mean,
why
the
even
only
use it?
purpose is just to like, I guess, bring you back to the good old days, as people say.
It's a lot of people
It
want you to
also
remember.
works for like creepypasta type videos too.
VHS
If you're trying to
filter.
get that,
I fucking
yeah, if
love
you're trying to get that
creepypastas.
creepy vibe.
I love creepypastas. I remember as a kid, I would always
Sonic.exe.
I think I did a video. I did a video of that. I was like, hi everyone, I'm playing Sonic.exe today. We're gonna see what this is all about. And I remember giving my whole fake reactions and stuff, but I freaking love creepypastas. I kind of feel like at a point in my life as a kid, I kind of went full tism mode, and I was, I don't know, it sounds really cringy, but I'd be like, I'd be sitting in my room playing Binding of Isaac, and I'd be having the Pokemon Lavender City song playing, and it's like,
Oh, the Lavender Town.
yeah, Lavender Town. I'd be having
I'd
that
like to-
play. I'd be
I
like,
mean, the
I am.
closest thing to me that was a creepypasta lately was probably like the Backrooms.
Backrooms is
But
pretty nice.
that's more of an that's more of an ARG than a creepypasta.
And ARG is alternate reality something, right?
Game.
Yeah. Like the Backrooms are like, all right, that's a thing. But the good creepypastas are like, I don't know. Sam, what's a good
Oh, they're called
creepypasta?
liminal spaces, I think.
Yeah, liminal
Bend round.
spaces.
Oh, Bend Round. Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
good creepypasta.
Creepypastas are ruined. They got oversaturated. That's the issue.
Yeah.
It was all FNAF.
It's
Oh,
like
see, I don't know any of that FNAF shit. I'm too old for that.
you're still alive, aren't you? You always got time to learn.
Yeah, but I don't want one. I want to.
Kind of samey.
I don't want to learn. I just want to play Time Splitters. I just want to remember the days.
No, I've had other interests besides Time Splitters, like Time Splitters Future Perfect.
You see, that's another thing I want to talk about. It, I think maybe we'll be going back, but I want to talk about that. For the most part, I don't know too much about Sam, but I know Ben, Melissa, and Retro, you all just play the same 5 fucking games in your life. Like, what is this? Why can't you guys
How do
be...
you know it's actually the same 6 games?
Oh, shit.
I played Gmod, Time Splitters, Sandbox, and that's it.
Yeah, what? Wait, don't forget RuneScape. Don't forget RuneScape.
Oh, I haven't played RuneScape in a while. I pretty much I quit that.
But why? Why do you guys...
Got
Is there
bored.
is there any reason why you guys just don't want to, like,
Oh,
even try
Minecraft. Sorry,
other
I forgot
things?
Minecraft. I try a lot of things. I played.
Well, I'm
Dun-
good at other games. That's
I played
my whole
Dungeons
thing.
of the Endless. I played Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Okay, because I thought it was just like near constant. I'm playing Time Splitters like 24/7 kind of
No,
thing
never.
going on.
We play a lot of games for like about a couple weeks, and then we go, oh, I forgot about that game, and then we just do something else.
Okay, that's fair. I thought it
We're
was,
kind of nomadic. I'll say that, right, Sam?
Right, yeah.
and I will say that for Melissa, I have seen her go from like Sims to Tomodachi Life to like the Sly games and stuff. So maybe I'm wrong there. Maybe it's because I play so many different games, usually by force from other people, that I'm like, why are you guys all stuck in your games, huh? You know, but
Games like me.
I have ADHD, so I simply can't like play a game once for too long. Like,
now
I
wait
have
a
to,
second. Is that an actual diagnosis, or is this yeah, I'm a little tism man kind of
Oh, no.
thing?
Sam, you could back me up on this.
It's real.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I have ADHD. I mean, like when I'm watching your stream,
Yeah.
I got like 2 different things going on at the same time.
I mean, that's fair.
I have ADD, which is the same thing without the hyperactive.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it like
I can't
hard to
focus.
pay attention?
It's very hard for me. I'm probably even worse than Ben in terms of paying attention. Like I really can't focus on things sometimes.
I would think it's attention deficit disorder.
A tough
Yeah.
word.
Whatever the D word is, I know it's deficient.
Deficit.
Attention
Deficit.
deficit disorder.
Everyone here has fucked up brains.
And I have OCD as well. That's also real.
Oh yeah, you
Oh,
have big
same?
OCD.
See, Retrovin also has OCD.
Well, I don't have like physical OCD. I have internal only.
What's the difference, would you say?
I have like social OCD,
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
like inside your head OCD.
See, my OCD is like for every little action I do, I have to have it perfectly done. Like with the door.
I'm not like
shit.
that. I'm more like is that person looking at me, or are they talking about me? What's happening? What are they planning? Kind of thing.
Wouldn't that be more of like anxiety?
Maybe,
OCD is
maybe
anxiety.
paranoia.
OCD literally is anxiety, though.
Oh,
It's an anxiety disorder. So.
gotcha.
And on that sort of range.
It's cluster C, I think, or whatever.
I don't know
Mental
what that means.
mental health problems are fucked up. I know it's
Cluster C is avoidant, dependent, and obsessive. So it's like, gonna look. Here. I don't know where to post this. So.
I've noticed a lot of people have a lot more mental disorders nowadays. I don't know if it's maybe it's probably because we're finally recognizing a whole lot of things, and it seems more generally accepted, I suppose.
Oh, I
Yeah, I think it's just back in the day, like, if you had a disorder like that, it would be passed off or something.
Yeah, you'd be outcasted from people.
Yeah,
he
outcasted.
he put it in random room.
I wasn't
Cluster
sure.
A, cluster B, clusters. What are you?
Cluster C.
Also, I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick, so I will BRB.
Alrighty. Melissa, we need you to talk a little bit so that way people can't come and say that the
I probably have beef with
podcast
you as
is sexist. We need a female speaker. What's the topic of interest, Melissa, that you want to talk about?
I honestly don't know.
See, you're putting her on the spot. That makes her uncomfortable.
You need to answer right now.
Autism.
You need to fucking tell us what you want to do. Melissa, maybe you can help spread some light. What the fuck is Wattpad? Okay, what is that?
Oh, Wattpad? I know what Wattpad is.
What is
Yeah.
It's
For-
when people make their fucking fantasy stories.
Yes, and I've heard things about it that it's like fan fiction and shipping things and stuff like that.
Yeah. it's-
Fanfiction.net 2.0.
Film fiction, dude, it's literally like film fiction, but it's for other things. It's for like a general consensus. Constable. Have you had a moment, Melissa, on that website where you're like, maybe I should do a reading of this on YouTube video, and then regret it 12 years later? That's fair.
We were just talking about mental disorders, and then you just decided to switch it off.
I had to have Melissa say something, or else it's like,
Well,
oh,
she could say-
all these straight white men are fucking talking over this woman when she has obvious beautiful ideas that she needs to spread out. Okay, so I wanted to give her an opportunity. You want to go back to mental disorders? You want to go back to it? You want me to dig deep in your brain bin? See why you drink, bin? Let's talk about that. Come on. Bin,
I don't have any mental disorders.
why do you feel like you must drink? Do you do
fun.
it for the joy, or do you feel like there's something that you want to just kind of numb?
No, it's just fun, and I feel like shit for the next 2 days, and then I could repeat.
Do you ever think that maybe your drinking might affect the people around you a lot more than you think it does?
Oh, absolutely.
Think you might lose those connections in the future if you don't change your ways, or do you think people will always be able to basically accept or kind of just deal with that side of you?
So far I've been good at, you know, making that kind of an equilibrium, like
I'm booking
in
moved
between,
back.
in between, you know. Oh, Retro's back. Anyway, let's talk about that.
What do you mean?
Continue what you were saying, Ben.
Yeah, go ahead, Ben.
Oh no, I'm pretty good at equaling it out. So
Equaling it.
it's not too bad where I'm this and that, and then people feel this and that.
So I'd like
I-
to bring up a thing that you said. You said that you do it for fun. Would you say that you are unable to have fun if you are not getting drunk?
Yeah, that's been a thing since I was about 2017.
So
Yeah. I have to get drunk to have fun. Yeah, kind of.
do you wish
I mean-
life wasn't like that? What do you think it would be like if you didn't have to drink? Do you think there's some certain activity that you can do while not drunk would also keep your entertainment value up? You know, make it where life is enjoyable again?
Probably Gmod.
Fair enough. Would you say
Gmon time splitters.
would you say when you're not drinking, would you say that life is terrible or is it just neutral? Is it like
Oh no,
Drink-
I'm fine. It's I have no kind of like
So,
sad feeling.
you're not like running away from something? You're not like, well,
Oh no.
my
It's just,
micro penis is really affecting me. So
it's more. Well, look, don't,
hey, I'm walking you.
don't tell everybody.
Walking you.
Sam,
Hmm?
don't call anybody. But no, yeah, pretty much. I'm fine without it, but it's called a sentence enhancer.
Does it enhance?
Have you never saw SpongeBob?
I used to watch. See,
See,
there you go.
Retro knows.
Retro knows. I watched I watched like a few seasons of that, and then I said, "Oh great, they got dropping furniture on Squidward's toe and then ripping out a toenail.
Yeah.
Great,
Oh no.
oh great." There's
See, now I have a good transition.
go ahead.
The AI music. Have you guys been into AI music?
I hate it, but it's not because of any hippy dippy shit where it's like they're taking the music rights away from the people, man. No, it's just doesn't sound good most of the time.
No. All right, so Justy, I'm gonna find a way. Find a way. Sorry, that was Drake and God. But I'm gonna find a way to fucking like get your voice into a song and make it into AI music.
Oh yeah, I've seen some of those. You know Schindler, right? Barunyu, right?
Yeah,
He really likes
the
Necco
guy
work.
that likes to fucking spoil everything.
Yeah, he says, by the way, we were fucking talking the other day, me and Schindler, and we were just talking about life and stuff, and we got on the topic of System Shock 2. If you guys don't know, I fucking love System Shock, the original. It is like bada bing. Oh, it's so good, right? It's like BioShock, but it's like super immersive, and I'm like, oh, I fucking love this. I love when the big robot lady calls me an insect and wants to smush me under her feet. Ah, squish me, mommy robot. Ah, right? But he starts going on and
Mommy.
he starts talking about fucking the fucking second game, which I have like I don't know. I have a big tism about it. I need to play it, right? I want to enjoy it, but it's also like have you ever I don't know, do you ever just restrict yourselves when you know there's nothing good past it? You know what I mean? Like, have you ever just not played a game or not done something because you know it'll be the last of that thing and you want that feeling to last forever, you know?
Like you want to savor it.
Yeah, you want to savor it because you know there's nothing good after that. Because System Shock 2 is the final System Shock. There's not like a third or fourth or fifth or whatever. That's like the prime rib.
Or whatever.
Pull the lever
I
or
will
whatever.
say as a completionist of games, I like to. I guess in a sense, it is kind of a way of savoring it, is doing everything.
Yeah,
I don't
doing.
like- I don't like to take too long on it, because I want to be able to get to the next franchise.
I guess that's kind of my tism about it, is that I like to, like, I don't want to play System Shock 2 yet because I feel like I'm not at a good point in my life where I can truly enjoy it to the maximum ability, right?
Right.
It means that much to me. But Schindler just started fucking talking about it, and he's all like, oh yeah, you do this in the game. I'm like, you know,
Like, shut the fuck up.
I even said,
do this. Don't tell me.
I was all like, Schindler, I'm literally going to freaking kill you because you are spoiling it for me. He's like, well, it's technically not a spoiler. It's like
That's why he's not doing everyone just to kill them.
like for me with spoilers, gameplay is fine, but if you dare spoil anything about the story,
see, I'm even more of a tism about it than that, Melissa. Like, I don't want to hear anything about it. I want to hear
It's
it.
like you can press the X button to jump. Don't tell me.
Yeah, exactly. That is actually what I'm like, and I don't know why I'm like it.
Tell me.
I'm literally like that. I don't know why, but I'm like, I don't want to fucking know anything about this because I want the full juicy experience, you know? I don't know. That's why when people tell me about their game series or something, I get mad at them. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Let me enjoy it, you know?
Oh, I know a good analogy. Is it like it's like somebody cutting up your food for you instead of you cutting it yourself, right?
It's kind of like they're treating me like I'm a fucking idiot. And it's like, stop. I want to see what it's like, you know?
I want the game
Okay.
to call me an idiot, not you.
It's like, okay, Justy. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take you. We're gonna put you in the game, and you're gonna press this button. You're gonna press that button,
oh
and you're gonna do what we're telling you.
No,
Yeah, exactly. It's backseat gaming. I think the most pism of a brain moment I've had with that kind of happen is with Shinlar and with Charlie. They just feed it to me. They're like, here, put it in your fucking mouth, you little piece of shit. Go ahead, eat it up, bitch. And I'm like, I know how to chew my food. I know how to swallow it. I know how to taste it. Leave me alone and just let me do it. You know, if I want your help, I'll ask you. Okay. You know, that's
Honestly, yeah,
That's
I could say that Charlie does shit like that,
yeah,
and Shinlar.
yeah. I don't know. Like I kind of I fear that I do that to people as well. Like I don't know if I've done that to any of you with like a video
You did
game
it
that
to
I've
me.
suggested.
You do that to me with DaVinci Resolve. I was like, how do I do this? And you started telling me what to do. I'm like, you ruined the experience. Now I can't.
That's not true. That's not true. You asked for it. You literally said, "How do I do this?" And I said, "Oh, you can do it this way or this way." But I hope that I never am the type of person that is overstepping the boundary and being like, you know, trying to hold your hands and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I have moments where I'm like, man, I hope I'm not like that. I hope I'm not just, hey, I'm getting a phone call, by the way. I'm getting a phone call. You guys are going to have to talk for me. Logers.
okay. Can you believe this Justy guy? Like, honestly,
oh god, this is gonna be in the video.
can you believe how he streams? Like, honestly, come on now.
All right, so
Uh,
let's talk about woman moment.
Who had a woman moment this time?
Nope, it's too quiet. You guys gotta stop.
It's fine. Two.
Sam, you there?
Yeah.
All right, so Sam, question.
Hmm?
What's your favorite game on the PS1?
I don't fucking know.
On the PS2?
I don't have favorite games. I don't do stuff like that.
Okay. So what's one of your favorite? Yeah, you don't have to say
You got like a
favorite
top
I
five?
just said I don't really have. I don't pick favorites to be honest.
Fair enough.
All right, so what's one of the games you like? We'll put it that way.
I don't know.
You have
Why do you care?
because it's
Kind
a
of
topic.
arbitrary to me.
It's kind of a topic to talk about.
Kind of a bullshit topic.
All
It's
right,
kind
so
of
what?
like arbitrary to me.
All right, what's a obscure game that you're interested in on one of the old consoles?
What was it called? Let's see. Fuck, I played it a long time ago. Vegetables in Silicon Valley or something like that?
wait, what?
Well, I never heard of that one. Sounds interesting though.
No, it was something else. It was fucking.
And I'm back. Hello.
Oh,
Space Station Silicon Valley.
oh, that
Welcome back.
right.
Thank you.
Yeah, Space
Wait.
Station Silicon Valley.
Wait, what is that?
It's a weird game that I can't really describe. I thought it was
Is it-
vegetables in Silicon Valley.
Vegetable.
Let me look
That
that
was
up.
completely
I'm
different.
curious about it.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, it is a weird looking game.
That was for the PS2.
No, that's for like the
N64.
PC or some shit. Yeah, N64.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's see, it was on N64, Game Boy, PlayStation, and Game Boy Color.
Isn't it sad? Isn't it tragic that all we can relate about is video games? Where's the deeper feelings that we all have? Where is
I
it?
mean, look, it's not like you guys also have a interest in history like I do. I'm a big history buff.
Oh yeah, Retro
Sam.
loves history.
Yeah, no, Sam is the history guy.
Based.
I never understood that.
I
Like-
don't understand history, but
Like I
Uh,
understand it, but I don't know. I don't really understand a purpose to it. It's more of like a cool, interesting fact. It's like I don't know. It's like the Bible stories. You know, it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. But what does it have to do with me? You know, maybe I'm too self-centered or some shit like that. But it's
I
like,
don't know. Let's take a back seat and let them talk about history.
okay,
All right, so
Well, I mean, I wouldn't even know where to start.
I'd have to
what's
be
a
in the
good-
mood for it. So
Why do
How
you-
about
why do you guys like history?
Ooh,
I
that's a
didn't
good question.
really
I
know
can,
there was a reason not to.
Well, what kind of
Like
like,
I can't think if there any reason not to like
how does
I
it
don't know.
play in your life? Like, how much of an
heritage, I
importance?
guess. Heritage, inspiration. I feel like I don't want to sound like I'm dissing you, but I feel like people who don't care are kind of soulless or
I mean, that's fair
sort
enough.
of a lower functioning. I guess I don't know. Not like retarded, but like sort of like how can I say like soulless. I guess
That's fair
like-
enough.
dehumanized.
That's fair enough. I just, for me, it's like I don't understand the purpose that it has within, like, my life right now. Like, it makes sense to learn from the past and all that, but I don't know. It's like, what's the point of it? What's the point of like? So what? My grandpa did something like a few hundred, not a few hundred. I'm stupid. A few years ago or something like that. How's it? How's it have to do anything with me right now? Like, you know, my situation is right now, and I need to focus on that. Why would I care about what was happening before? You know?
yeah, that's a fair enough thought.
Yeah.
I
Like,
guess for me, I like history because I just like learning about like the facts and everything like you were mentioning.
yeah.
It's
Like,
just interesting.
yeah. I agree with that. Like, it's interesting and it's fun to learn about, but I just don't really see how it has any impact on what I'm doing. You know?
I guess like the only IRL impact like in current day I could think of is depending on what history it is. I'm sure you've heard this phrase because everybody's said it before. You don't you want to learn from your history. You don't want to make the same mistakes from the
Yeah.
past.
I understand that completely. And it's why, you know, it's like why we learn about, you know, World War II, Hitler, and all that stuff. It's like, well, this is
Yeah,
slavery. It's like here's the reason why this happened and stuff like that, and that makes sense to me. But I'm not in a position to ever become a dictator. If there is a dictator, you know, or something like that that's coming into power, I don't have any say over it. You know.
What? I
Let-
thought you were the new chancellor of Germany. What?
It's just like I don't know. We always hear about history about these big people. You know, we have all these. You know, it's like this with history. No one ever talks about the common serf or the common farmer or anything like that. They're basically wiped from the history unless it's their own personal family that knows about it. So it's like, I don't know what's the purpose of it. We only learn about the big people that actually did anything. We don't learn about everyday people. You know.
Right. I think that's the crazy thing about, or the interesting thing about history, I would say, is that, like, they do mention, like, big important people most of the time,
Yeah.
but you also learn about, like how a common person can get, like, into that. Like, a lot of people in Germany who are perfectly normal people, became, like, Nazi type people,
Yeah.
for example, or, different time periods with other things like that.
Yeah. And it's interesting,
It's
isn't it?
yeah, it's a way to say that, you could become that, if you don't learn from that history.
Yeah. It's like, and the thing about it as well is it's people surrounded by that individual we're learning about. It's not, let's also learn about the actual individual that was associated with the, you know, it's like, okay, we got Hitler. Now let's learn about some person that was, I don't know, maybe way down the chain of command. Let's learn about them,
Right.
I don't know. I guess for me it just doesn't really have any impact on me in a way.
Fair.
I don't know if
You're more like personalized with it
yeah,
rather than
it's I guess more of me wanting to make my own kind of history rather than focusing on someone else's.
Would you say
yeah,
you're
we're like, this
individualist?
affect me.
Go. What did you say, Sam?
Are you individualist?
I don't know if it's even individualist. I just like it's good to learn about other people and their experiences and to understand them, but um I don't know, if I'm poor and I'm living on the streets and I don't know, my mom's dead or something like that, I don't know how history is gonna help me with that. Well, that's what I mean. It's like, why would I bother learning about, like, someone comes up to me and they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, your granddad lived in Germany and he farmed potatoes. And he actually made a potato kind of vodka. It wasn't that good, and it never really sold." Okay, what's this fucking do with me then?
My mother's like dying on the ground. And he's like, "Hey, you want to know this cool fact about your mother's?"
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's just what I mean. It's good to learn about, but I just don't see a purpose. I guess it's like I want to be more of a productive kind of asset, And I don't think history really is. It's something that can give you knowledge. I think that's for certain, but I feel like it's not useful knowledge, I suppose.
That's fair enough. It is mostly like that's what I would say for it. It is mostly like just the intrigue and learning about it rather than maybe the personal, gain you would get out of it.
You know what I think it is, actually?
What's that?
I think it's just that I'm not participating within that kind of thing. Like if I like say my grandpa or whatever was an actual potato farmer or something like that. Well, if I'm like a fucking businessman, right, and I'm selling cars, of course I'm not gonna like what's that got to do with me? But if I'm farming potatoes just like my granddad did, then it would obviously be like, oh, I wonder how he did it, how he was able to do this.
Yeah, it's like I'm continuing the tradition.
Yeah, and it's almost like history can play an important role in different things as well. Like maybe not so much in people, I feel like, but like I don't know, like Bin with Time Splitters, don't you go into the history of it and you're like, okay, well, here's where this version is different from this, right?
Yeah.
Right, that's history. What about you, Retro? It's like I don't know. What's something that interests you that you've done a lot of looking into and going into the past to find out about it?
Mm.
Like what about
Well,
turtles or something like that?
yeah, like I'll look up like the history of I like to look it up for like Turtles is another good example, but I mostly like to look up like betas of games, for example. That's a good example.
Yeah, exactly.
I love like seeing how different games like changed, and in a similar sense, that's the cool thing about history, seeing how society has changed.
Yeah, and it's like it's not something you were a part of either, so you actually do get to learn about that.
Yeah, exactly. It's something new.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say on it.
I mean, yeah, everyone's pretty much, I guess, different in that aspect.
I guess
I don't know.
I guess it's just me, but go ahead, Ben.
No, I have nothing more to say.
Oh.
Oh, have you guys saw about the UFO thing?
No.
UFO,
Oh.
what's it?
The UFO. The UFO that whole Congress speak.
What? I saw some memes about like aliens were announced for something.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
that?
I saw that. Yeah, that was a whole thing about how they pretty much testified saying like under oath, like, oh yeah, UFOs exist. Or like alien species exist.
I don't know if that's even true.
Honestly, I believe that. I think that aliens exist. Like,
Is it
have
Big
they?
universe. I wouldn't be surprised.
See, you're logical.
is it a bit weird that like I personally believe aliens exist, right? But if the government tells me that, then I kind of feel like they don't, you know? Like I don't know if that's just me, but I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that's possible, but at the same time, I feel like yeah, there's there's definitely someone else other
Yeah.
than us. We're not, you know, we're not the race that exists solely on a planet in the middle of nowhere.
I think
Yeah, the universe is so big, there has to be like some other life out there. Even
It's
if
not we're
we've never
Doctor
seen it.
Muto. Like we're not just fucking. Wow, we're here.
Yeah, we're not Dr. Muto. We're not in like a random house in space.
I don't like that game.
I think that aliens probably saw us and they were like, "These guys
Turn around, turn around.
turn around, get the fuck out of here. We're idiots."
Would you guys fuck an alien?
No.
Why?
Then again, I
Why
wouldn't.
not?
Then again, I wouldn't.
What?
Well, then again, I wouldn't fuck anything.
Okay,
That's just
what
that's
if it
just a
did
me
something
thing.
special for you? What if it's like, okay, I'm not gonna do anything with your penis or anything like that, but I'm gonna make it where you put a baby inside me. It's gonna be like Jesus Christ, okay? Would you
I
be
would
okay
say
with something like
stranger.
that?
I would
No,
say
I
stranger danger, stranger danger.
I have a loving girlfriend, and I would never ever do anything like that.
Dude, I don't even fucking care. If I had a girlfriend,
Fuck that beat.
if I had a fucking girlfriend and an alien bitch was like, "Hey, yo, what's up, babe?" I'd be like, "Bye." A human girlfriend, bye.
They're like, I'm dumping you for a freaking alien
Could anyone
Alien?
blame me?
or a Martian.
Could anyone fucking blame me? It's literally an alien. Why would you not like? Why would you pass up the opportunity? Why would you
It is
pass
an
up the
alien, and
opportunity?
aliens are pretty cool.
It's like when you see a kid standing like too close to the road and you see a bus coming. It's like, come on, man.
You-
It had it, dude had it coming. You know. I'm just saying, it's a rare opportunity. You can't pass it up. If people are gonna get mad at you for passing up fucking an alien, then I don't know. We're too far as a society. We need to reset. The big reset.
Like if you guys like if we were all in a group and we all stood together and then there was an alien and it just I don't know came down from the air and we looked at it, what would we do?
I'd fucking kill the rest of you.
No,
Oh.
that's not the right answer.
Yourself.
What do you mean? What?
Maybe you're the alien.
I'm the alien. What, Ben? What is the right answer then?
I don't know.
I don't even get the
You-
proposition that you're asking. You're saying we're all like in a circle, right? You said that,
Yeah, we're all sitting down. We're all in a field, I
right?
guess.
What's going on? Is this like an alien circle jerk?
So, and then an alien just floats down from the sky in the middle of
We were
our
all-
circle.
We were all talking about, I guess, time splitters
Oh, well, why
then
would we
an
be
alien-
talking about that, Ben?
because that's my fantasy.
Man, you see,
We're all talking about time splitters, and then an alien comes down, and then it just stands there.
okay.
No answer.
Are you going to describe its features? Maybe its curvaceous body?
We can't really describe its features. It's
It
unknown.
has tentacles and legs.
See, if that's what you're into, that we can't really describe it. So it could be whatever you want it to
It's
be.
Then I guess I'd
it's
do
got, like,
nothing. 'Cause I can't do anything because it's a nothing. The nothing
Okay,
said.
so what if
Nothing.
What if it walked into your face, bend you over, pulled your pants down, and fucked you?
I don't know. I'd probably be like, I'm not gay, but this is a rare opportunity, so I'll let it happen.
Thing is,
It's okay. Word sucks.
it's not a gender. There's no genders for aliens. It's just an alien.
Yeah, I know.
That's what it is.
Am I
God,
gonna die?
It really is the they them aliens.
Them's lians. I don't know.
There's no gender. It's just and alien.
I'd be fine with it, I guess.
Justy's pansexual.
I'm just saying it probably doesn't even know what it's doing to me, okay? Listen,
It
What?
takes your brain power
Like-
and gives it to you. Like
Like
It's-
shoving
it
it
pretty
to
much-
the community, like do it.
I don't know what I'm doing anyways.
it sucks all your memories out, and then all your memories go into the alien, and then they're just like, JustySchultzy, I'm gonna stream now. And then the alien goes like to a house, kills somebody else,
Something else.
takes their computer, and starts streaming, and be like, all right, JustySchultzy, I'm streaming.
Would you fuck that, Justy?
What is this? I'm back in the field. You guys probably left me, and I'm just brain
Oh
dead.
yeah,
at that
no, you're brain dead.
I guess I'm brain dead. The situation.
Justy, you said you were gonna kill us all, right? And then, yeah,
I'm just
that's why we couldn't help you because you killed all of us.
Yeah, we're all in the field, and we're like, well, I guess he's dead. Let's go home.
He's brain dead,
ghost. I turned into a bear, obviously. I have that.
that robot chicken episode with Toy Story, where like Buzz becomes really dumb.
Yeah, because Andy came on him. I remember that.
That should have been the real Toy Story 4, honestly.
I'll be right back.
I should have been a Toy Story. You
You
guys ever
should've.
do that with
That-
your toys when you were a little child? You were like, "Oh no, they're watching me. I better treat them nicely."
Yeah, I mean, I just treat my toys nicely in general, but that was a good mindset to have.
I mean, I saw how you treated your toys, Retro. Mike
Listen,
Wazowski.
Oh no, how did you know about the Mike Wazowski leg incident?
I saw your videos where you're like, I think this game sucks. The Mike Wazowski toy would come over and he'd be like, I think you're wrong. Right?
And then I beat him.
Yeah.
I beat his ass. Wazowski.
Man, we're all kind of violent. Okay, Melissa, it's time for you to talk again because it's been a while. And I don't want to get people saying this is a sexist podcast, so go ahead.
Let's talk about bees.
Let's talk about bees. Melissa, what's your favorite kind of bee?
Bee.
V the Bee from Bug Fables, the video game. Wow.
That's a very specific bee.
I'm just saying,
It
the
was.
bee's very fuckable in that game. Like, I don't know. Listen, everyone's treating me like I'm a fucking psychotic person, but I'm just saying, You go and you look at the footage of that bee. You look and you see how she's a bit of a brat, a bit of a kleptomaniac, and you're like, God damn, something charismatic about that bee. Listen,
I have seen a lot of clips, and I will say that some of them are pretty psychopathic. Like I saw one that was really funny, like the the Minecraft story mode one where the pig dies.
yeah.
Yeah.
He bursts out laughing when he says
Turned into a fucking pork shop. What do you want from me? It's fucking hilarious.
that would have sealed the deal.
All right, I'm back. What I miss?
We were talking about how I'm a
I'd hate
psychopath.
that.
Apparently,
Oh, you're a fucking psychopath.
I am. Like, I'll admit that. I don't know what's so funny about it, but I just love tragic moments. They're like,
People die.
I was fucking laughing to myself. Like,
If I sent you a video of 9/11, you would probably die laughing.
it just
You would actually,
no. There has to be like something extra to it, because like that, it's just boring. But if it was like a plane crashing and then it. And like the camera turned to a woman going, oh my god, I'd be like, funny.
What
That's
if
why
like
I saved 95 clips of you laughing at.
It's fucking funny though.
hypothetically, if it happens, Justy, and they replace the explosion sound with a brrr,
Right.
I'm an actor. Oh my god.
See, Melissa's a psychopath too. See, we're both crazy.
Psychopathic on the inside.
I think what gets me is someone reacting to it in like a sad way is what it gets me. Just the reaction. Like,
yeah, because it's a Minecraft story mode clip. It seems because Minecraft, it's so stupid to have
yeah,
a sad moment. So I
It-
can kind of see that.
it's like no one else is laughing at. I don't know. I feel like I got one of those broken brains that's like a hipster brain, you know, where I want to be like different from everyone else. So, you know, when someone's crying, I'm laughing. When someone's laughing, I'm crying. You know, it's like I don't know, something's broken inside me.
I don't know. I also do laugh at like tragic moments.
Yeah, it's just oh, it's funny. I think I don't know. It's just how some games or some things try and take it seriously, and it's like, what the fuck is this? I guess you have to be more attached and feeling towards it.
I mean, I watched plenty clips of 9/11, and every time I was laughing.
See, that's fucked up. I don't know about that.
It was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
I think you're just doing that.
It was really a lot of fireworks, you know.
Very explosive.
Maybe not like the original clips, but there's edits, and then it's like the edits are funny.
Wasn't there supposed to be a third plane?
Yeah, it was supposed to hit the White House.
Was it the White House? I thought it was supposed to be the Pentagon.
Well, there was one that hit the Pentagon, but there's oh wait, no, that was the fourth one that was
No,
supposed to hit
that
the
was
White
not
House.
plane. That all right. So 9/11 was an inside job. I'll say that now.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're going into conspiracy territory.
I mean,
This man literally went from what if an alien came down and stole your memories from your asshole to 9/11 was an inside job.
It was done by the aliens, Justy. It was the aliens.
Oh no! What? Do you guys not agree with that?
I have a hotter take than that.
Go ahead.
What's your hotter take?
Regardless of who did it, I think it was pretty well deserved. Kind of. A lot.
Oh.
Yeah, that is quite the hot take.
I don't want to get into
Why?
why, but I don't like New Yorkers.
No, get into why. I'm curious.
Because they're a bunch of rich, stuck up liberal people, and like
I mean,
they're a nanny state. So I think
they did burn,
I'm a
so
little-
it
when you're a
was a
little
hot
kid-
take in the end.
what happened.
I said they did burn, so it was a hot take in the end.
Like when you're a little kid, you're like, "Oh, that's horrible. How could they do that?" And then you grow up and you kind of learn, like, "Okay, yeah, that's not so bad. We can have couple more to tax down there. I think that'll straighten them out."
I don't think that's the answer at all. I completely disagree with
For me,
that.
I'd nuke the whole fucking city because
You included?
I don't live in New York City, dude.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I don't know how fucking far away you guys live from New York City. You gotta remember, I was the person who's all like, oh yeah, you take a wrong street in New York and you end up in Boston. Okay.
It's like how when people think of my state of Florida, they think of like, I don't know, Disney World or Miami or something. Like they don't think about the rest of the state.
Yeah.
Oh, Florida's fucked up as it is.
Oh yeah.
I hate the East Coast. Why do you all live so close to each other? Why don't you just make an
Because
ultra
they
state?
settled it first, so it's all old.
Yeah, but just fucking combine all of them into one big thing. Make it easier for the rest of us people. The rest of it. Make it easy for the rest of us fucking retards out there, okay?
I mean,
Does Rhode Island really need its own fucking place? Come on now.
why not? They
Yeah,
wanna
we
make
just
it
call it New York, Pennsylvania Island.
I hope we all become an amalgamation of flesh. Thank you.
And this is in the flesh after all.
We are in. Oh my god, is this the podcast within the flesh? Oh my god. We
Like
didn't
a
even
seed drop. Oh my.
we didn't even get into any fucking juicy like people's feelings, like how they think, why they
Alright,
think
Sam,
like that.
Sam, get into some really controversial topics.
like what?
Like Russian. Right. That's
Oh boy.
controversial.
It's true. It is controversial.
What about? What do you want me to say?
What do you think is right and
Well,
what's
see,
wrong?
let me interrupt you there. Let me ask you this, Sam. Why ask Ben, what do you want me to say? Is there any reason why you chose that response to him?
Why not?
It's like you're saying, what do you want me to say? Like, he controls you. Do you feel like Ben controls your life a little bit?
Yeah.
You wish he didn't.
Well, yeah.
That's fair enough. What do you think might be a good way to kind of alleviate that in a way, you know?
My death. Probably a murder.
Did you say martyr or murder?
Murder.
Ben, do you feel like you'd be a martyr for the Times Square community? They'd be.
He's probably the next.
Why did you laugh like a maniac?
Because I'm thinking of Jesus Christ, how he died on the fucking cross for all of our sins, and then I'm like, what if that was Ben?
Oh, that wouldn't be me.
Oh, Times Square's autism. No!
We're back with Justy having the psychopathic thoughts.
It's just
like
it's funny. It's funny to think of Benkilla being in Jesus Christ's position of like, I died for all your tisms, Times 3 community.
Yeah, I
Please.
was here for like controversial topics. Right, Sam?
Man, it's up to you how deep you guys want to go. You know? I'd
I
like
mean, I got some. I got like one controversial opinion.
go ahead, what is it?
What's that?
I'm very pro death penalty. Bada boom,
I mean,
bada bang.
I agree with that.
Yeah, me too.
I'm tired
I
of
think
them
if you
pussing out of
commit a crime, you should fucking die.
But see, that's the point where we get into, well, what is a bad crime? You know, as like people
Like,
are like, oh, well, cannibalism is bad, but is it as
mean-
bad as fucking a little kid, or is it?
No,
oh, if somebody's done that, like that's just an automatic execution. I think.
Yeah, but which one is the worst one of the two?
there's no worse.
Ooh.
It's
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think there's like.
there's an
It doesn't
amalgamation.
really matter if there's a worse. They both are really bad, you know,
Okay, so
in their own way.
what separates cannibalism from stealing a car then? They're both
Well,
bad
stealing
acts,
a
aren't
car
they?
is bad, but it's not like
Not
you're not like hurting a human with it, you know.
Well, you're stealing
Like,
their car,
maybe-
you're stealing their property, you're making their life horrible, so
Yeah, that's bad. but it's not like you're not physically. You know what I mean?
I mean, you're physically having to make them walk, or maybe they can't even walk. Maybe the car was like a special
Maybe
special
they
vehicle. I'm just saying that's an interesting topic. You know, can we really separate, you know, different levels of bad? Shouldn't a bad act just be bad?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you say
that's
that
fair.
everyone should die.
I'm just saying, like,
Everybody committed a crime, as far as I'm concerned.
if we get down into the nitty gritty of it, you know, I think in general it's society who makes the rules. Of course, it's how bad of something that we can agree upon as a society, but it's also interesting. You know, it's like, well, I think someone fucking a kid deserves the death penalty, but you know, if you murder someone in self-defense, even though you knew they were coming and you knew where they were going to be when they broke into your house, yeah, you're fine. You know?
The thing I hear, like with that kind of defense, is like if they're coming towards you, right?
Yeah.
That's self defense. If they're like walking away and leaving,
Yeah.
that's when it's like considered bad if you do attack them.
Well, sometimes, Retrovin, it's not even that. Even if you are, like, I don't know, say you're out in public and they start coming after you, some people can argue and say, well, why didn't you also start running? Why didn't you go try and hide somewhere? Why did you start shooting them? Why didn't you just try and go hide and stuff like that? You know,
You see, that I think is stupid.
yeah, and you know that's what I mean is that people always bullshit around the topic of it. Like they'll always be like, well, I think you could have done this, you could have done that, you know. And that's
No,
what
I think
You have to think too, like that's in the heat of the moment as well. So it's like very much like a fight or flight moment.
yeah. Go ahead,
if
Ben.
someone's attacking you, then you can kill them.
Yeah, well, you should have ran away. You should have hid in your room.
Nope. Kill 'em.
See,
I feel like
You should call
they're in your house.
911.
They're in your house. You should fight them, kill them immediately, so they don't damage anything. Because at that point, they forfeit their right to live, in my opinion.
well, that's a lot of people would disagree with that, and well, I also kind of find it stupid. You know, it's
No, if you mess with my stuff and you come into the house, that's
yeah,
good
but
luck with that one.
they were people. They're allowed. They're listen.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
Just because they broke into your house and tried to steal your possessions, you know, doesn't give you the right to kill
I
them.
getting shot in the dick, bro.
Society is interesting. You know,
I guess I would say like if it's somebody like stealing stuff, like you would probably just want to maybe not kill them, but like what would like shoot in the leg or something, you know?
I don't know.
No,
can't
because
you
then
can't even
they
shoot
can
the
get a lawsuit on you. They can get a lawsuit. So no, just it's not worth it. You have to kill them.
Beside the body.
If you injure them, they'll give you a lawsuit. So you have to kill.
I think the system is just broken in general.
If I was asleep and someone broke into my house, I would literally do anything to murder them. I would kill them. I don't care. I
Why?
don't care who they are. They're not touching my
That's
PC.
psychopathic fucking things, though.
No, I don't care. They made
Like,
the
it's like the
decision.
mailman coming, he's like, I'm coming to deliver your mail.
No, like if I was sleeping and they came in through. What's that?
I saw him in the door. I don't know.
If someone came into the house when I was asleep, broken, through the window, I would actively either ask Sam to get the gun.
Yeah, fuck
or
them. Like that's
I would
like
kill them.
if you do that, you don't know what they're planning. Like to me, that's like you don't have a right to live at that point.
You gotta call the police, though. You gotta hide away
No,
and call the
You
police.
can't
No.
call the police because they
Sometimes you don't have enough time.
They're gonna take 5 minutes to get here, so you don't have that time.
Well, a lot of people might argue against that.
Those people are just flat out wrong because that's not how it works.
No, the police won't get here in 5 minutes. You have to either
And they
do
won't even
something about
help
it-
you. The police aren't even obligated to help you.
That's
I
what I
would
mean.
kill them.
That's what I mean. The whole system is fucking broken, you know.
Yeah, I would be like, look, if I was sleeping and I woke up and there was someone in my room, and they pulled their pants down, bent over, I killed him.
Hello?
This is like,
Sure.
no.
I guess she got scared.
Melissa said that it was getting late where she lived and that she was gonna head off. So,
Oh yeah, time zones.
yep, it must be pretty shit being a South American. Hell. Thank you.
It's later than over there than here.
I just realized that you guys are all in probably the same time zone as well. You fucking East Coast. East Coast pieces of shit. Thank you.
There's a reason why the East Coast has the bigger population.
East Coast, more like West
East
Coast.
East. I thought you said east.
Wumbo, I thought you meant jumbo. I don't know. It's tough to define what laws should be and shouldn't be. You know?
I do get what you mean though, like with a lot of like crimes there are gray areas, you know?
The only reason why we think some things are bad is only because of what we've been taught and what our society values as being wrong or right.
So, do you agree with the death penalty?
I think the death penalty, I kind of just agree with it, mostly because it usually never happens, and I just kind of want to watch someone get like a little electrified, you know? They don't even do that anymore. They do the lethal injections, all that.
Lame.
Like, I want to see someone get like everyone's on like like on TV. There's a guy standing there. There's a guy that just looked at the guy and just said
What?
murder.
That's
Death penalty.
not a death penalty, that's murder.
Yeah, no, but like legally.
Murder is
Don't like
illegal.
firing squad.
They take him to a spot. They point a gun on his head and they
Well, yeah, are you talking
That's
about
it.
the firing squad?
no. Just like instead of the lethal injection,
Oh,
the
I
death
get what you're
penalty
saying.
is to like take a guy, bring him to a room, be like, you fucked up, you did this and this and that.
Well, I think
Now
that's
you
too
die.
easy of a way out, you know?
I personally
It is.
listen. I might sound a little bit like a
Like
psychopath.
the slow, electrocution, like Justy mentioned, kind of torture.
See, but I'm even more of a psychopath. I kind of feel like, you know, sure, it's kind of okay to just murder someone straight up. I don't know. It's not really bad. You know, I think that's what a lot of people don't understand is that it's death is just it. Like once it happens, that's it. There's no like, oh no,
So
oh.
you'd rather them live and
I'd rather they get tortured. Why not? You know,
shoot
it's
their legs, break their legs,
like
make them fucking like lay down. for
just
the rest of their life.
fucking go at them with a fucking carrot peeler and peel off their skin a few times every month. You know, but then again, we go back into like what warrants that kind of punishment and stuff like that, and being
I think too, like
unreasonably cruel.
like those people to stay there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
And I
even
don't think a lot of people want to pay for those kinds of people.
even private prisons, they make like tons of cash off of it. So it's, I don't know, it's mostly just a business. So as long as they can keep them there longer than not, then that's basically how everything is now. It's all commercialized. It's like it's like healthcare.
Prison.
It's like healthcare. Well, we'll treat that little boo-boo cut on your arm, but you gotta give us 12 million first at the hospital.
Yeah, my one of my grandmothers, she was an immigrant from England, and she wasn't able to get I don't remember what it was. It was Social Security, I think. She wasn't able to get it because her green card wasn't renewed, and it was. I just remember it being really shitty because of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
She had cancer too, so
That's how it is over here. I think the real shit part about it is just how it's filled with so much red tape. Like if you fuck up with one little line on a form, the whole process is just like, well, go redo it all, or oh, you lied, time to go to jail. I don't know. I'd say that's the sucky part about America. I don't really like going into the whole America's bad, fuck America, because here's my opinion
I
on
think
it.
there's bad to every country. It's just different bad, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't stand people. Like, I already can't stand with people who don't live in America bitching about it. But when there's people who do live in America and they fucking bitch about it all the time, I don't know. I'm fucking, it's stupid. It's like, okay, then go fucking somewhere else. I'm not one of those types.
Man, like I don't know, Canada or something so much better,
Yeah,
or something like that.
I fucking, oh my god, I hate that about people.
Or they've never been to that country.
That's why sometimes I get really upset with Ben's girlfriend, Charlie, because she like constantly talks down about America, and it's like, okay, I get it. We live in a pretty shitty system, but it's not like you're doing any better,
I
It's like,
mean, the UK did have Brexit, and
yeah,
that was something.
I'd much rather one of you guys or someone from America talk shit about it because actually you live here and you know what the system's about and you can actually give your experience on it rather than someone outside of it being like, yeah, America fucking sucks. You all eat like shit. You all live like
I
shit.
think her bad experience comes with what happened.
Yeah, it probably is, but I don't know. Like, you just grow a few more little, I don't know, like
Lizards.
just be a little bit more intelligent and realize, hey, I went to a fucking city, aka the worst place to be ever. Like, it doesn't matter if it's in the United States. Yeah, it doesn't matter
Well,
if it's in
it was
the
more suburban, but yeah.
yeah. It's still, it's like, it's not out in the country. Out in the country, it's wonderful. Everyone's
I have no
nice.
idea where you live. What
I
kind of
live
place
in
you
like a somewhat city, and it's
Okay.
like, it's not too nice. People are very aggressive here. Everyone's pretty rude to each other. That's just how it is. But I
Yeah, I live in
imagine,
a rural area.
It's here too.
yeah. So maybe you guys can tell me, in a rural area or somewhere that's not as much as a city, are people a lot more nicer? Are they at least kinder?
Maybe they are, but I feel like even if they're not, at least there's not so many of them on top of you that you could kind of breathe
Yeah,
a little bit. So
exactly.
even if they are mean, it doesn't really matter because you have more breathing room. So it still balances out.
Yeah. And that's basically my whole point with her experience is that you came to a city. What were you expecting? Fucking roses? Were you expecting people to be like, "Oh, jolly good day, hello there"? People are fucking busy. They need to go get shit done. It's not a fun experience. You want a good experience in America? Go to some rural town where you can relax and have a good time. Like the easy life.
Or go to probably like a more tropical kind of town, like where the beach is.
Yeah,
Those are usually the better spots.
go to a place that isn't a city but is a vacational spot. Ta-da! There you go. There's a perfect experience for you. I don't know.
I remember like this teacher I used to talk to, like I was like, "Oh, I don't really like it here." She's like, "No, you got to stay here. This is where the money is." And it's like, to me, that was like a really shallow way to look at it because it's like you're not even caring about your happiness, it's about what you can do here and money.
Yeah,
It's like that proves my whole point. Like that's how shallow it is.
yeah. It's I'll be the first to say that that's exactly how it is. I think that's probably because everyone in America is raised to be like that. It's like, oh, well, you got to get money, you got to be successful. Everyone wants the American dream of earning enough money to buy a house and have a green lawn, a wife, and all that. But the focus isn't on.
All the capitalism.
Yeah, it's capitalism, baby. I can't wait until it breaks and we get a different system.
I don't even know what the different system would be if we ever get another one.
Probably socialism.
I'd say for me, I'm probably like in the middle. I'm more of like completely call it social democracy. I think.
Wait, you guys want to try some National Socialism?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's the bad kind.
We'll try that. Let's try that.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
First, healthcare. Thank you.
No.
All right. Well, I think that's a good place to end it with Retro screaming 9999. All right. Is there anything else you guys want to say before podcast is ended?
Sam?
No.
That's all I gotta say.
No.
What about you, Retro? Anything you want to say?
I was glad to make it here to the second podcast as well. Glad to be here, and I hope everybody who watched have a good day.
Wow. What about you, Ben? Anything else?
Oh, I could say something really bad just to.
I know
Make
something
everything-
you could say that's really bad. You could say, "Ha, Charlie, you weren't invited to this one either."
Oh no, she was asleep. I was gonna say Hitler did nothing wrong.
Well, see, now I gotta say that's very false. Very false. There we go.
Just a joke,
Controversial
guys. It's
statement.
just a joke.
Hey, Hitler did nothing wrong in Minecraft. There we go. Bada bing.
There you go.
He didn't even play Minecraft. How can you do anything wrong in it?
I can't believe Hitler griefed my house in Minecraft. Okay. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in to Within the Flesh too. Okay, bye.